In this episode of Airstream MTB, Fred is amazed by fog.
Once every 5 years or so, we probably get like fog.
Emily rides very slowly. And we discover how smooth footage can be with a handheld gimbal.
So this is the EVO Shift Gimbal. I'm going to turn this thing on.
Okay.
And what you'll notice is that camera here is in a nice steady face.
So instead of going like this,
Yep.
it's what makes it very steady.
Yep, it keeps like if you have shaky hands or anything like
Okay.
that doing B-roll, it allows it to remain steady. And just to kind of quickly go over, because we're going to be a real full review. This is the concept of everything being at the horizon. You can kind of always see that it's nice and level here. And if I change the mode over to I can't remember what the second mode is called, but it's kind of a pan mode. So I can take here and I can actually use the joystick here to move it left and right and up and down. And then there's another mode where if I hit the mode button twice, and that actually kind of locks it in place. Start to go down, you can see it's not staying at the horizon anymore. It's actually pointing down, and then if I want to point it up, it's gonna but you'll see how it does it nice and slowly because it's still using the motors and stuff on the gimbal to do that.
I see.
So how it actually holds the phone, and I have it off right now, so it's just kind of naturally hanging here. You take your phone, and this again is kind of set up to work well with iPhones because of where the camera is placed right here on the back. But when you'll notice here, I'll pull this out here real fast, is that you have this rubber backing and rubber on the top and on the bottom here.
Okay.
So
and there's a notch too. Right?
Yeah, there's a notch right in here.
Okay.
So what we do is we basically with the home button down here at the bottom is you kind of just slide it in until it kind of goes into that slot. So you can kind of, there's a couple of knobs down here on the back, and so you can see like if the weight is unbalanced, so if it's weighting here, excuse me, if I hold it like here, it should be kind of somewhat balanced. To make some micro adjustments, you unscrew this, and then you can shift and adjust it here. And then on the back here, and I'll flip this over like that, you can actually shift this to kind of be in the middle as well to kind of balance it in the middle. So from what I understand, it helps it just get into its proper rotation faster, and it's supposed to be a little bit less wear when you turn it on. You know, the other, one of the things that I found a little interesting is that if you have a case on here, it doesn't work very well, or it doesn't fit within the little rubber pieces. It will kind of be outside, so it doesn't get that perfect balance. So so if you have like one of those really thin silicone type cases, it would probably work fine, or a rounded case. But in my case, like I normally use like an OtterBox because I'm a mountain biker. We like to get pretty rough out here, so it's nice to have a strong case, and that doesn't work very well within the actual gimbal itself. So you have to be careful about that.
Okay.
To show what difference a gimbal can make, in this scene I followed Emily through an arroyo with a phone attached to a selfie stick. The phone at the end of the stick improves stability, however once I start running you can see the video get bouncy. Repeating the scene using a phone on a 3-axis gimbal. The transition is smoother and there is no shake even though I'm chasing her up the embankment. Here I am holding the camera by hand to get this landscape shot. Same scene using the pan feature. By hand, you can see how uneven I am on the horizon. With the gimbal, nice and smooth. Thanks for taking a seat at the snack bar. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe.